Alrighty, so we are back in the Jetta today. If you saw the most recent Subaru video, you'll know that the shifter in the Jetta just decided to stop working. What happened was the bushing on the cable end that's in the car attached to the shifter just decided to disintegrate and not work anymore. So we're going to replace the cabin side bushings and the cable end bushings with the kits from Dieselgeek for the O2A shifter. And yeah, we'll see how this goes, see how the car shifts. All right, so first step is you gotta get the rear center console out so you can get the front center console out. There we go. All right, so we can see down in here, there's a little stud coming up through. Normally, there's a plastic 10mm headed nut like this on there, but I'm assuming one of the times I've had this center console out, I lost it. So normally, yeah, you have to take this rear center console out and move it back so you can get access to that. In my case, I just have to get access to lift. Then it's these two plastic nuts. If your car hasn't been messed with like mine has, you'll have more than just that holding the center console in. There we go. With that out, you have access to the pivot pin bolt and these two bolts that hold the shifter mechanism up and down, or yeah, the shifter mechanism in. It'll make sense in a sec. Jim from Dieselgeek has a great video showing all of this, far better than probably I'm going to be able to. Yeah, this bolt, he wasn't fucking kidding around. This bolt is really tight. All right, so next step, to get the pivot pin out, you're gonna have to cut a little window in, you're gonna have to cut a little window in the, you know, transmission tunnel, just because, yeah, this doesn't have enough space to get the pivot pin out. I just grabbed the angle grinder and ground it down a little bit. May have gotten this nut a little bit, but that's fine. It's fine. We'll ignore it. All right, so next step, this little clip comes off. You just lift and push down. Wiggle this right off. So this gives us access to these bushings and the little ball end on the bottom. Yeah, this just doesn't have a bushing on it anymore, it looks like. And, wow, cable end doesn't either. So, yeah, so that doing this should help a lot. This little ball gets replaced with this piece, which makes full contact with, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can't see it, but there's a channel in there that ball rode on. So yeah, so first we got the new slider on, and then we're gonna get this bushing and this bushing replaced. This one right here gets replaced with this big guy over on the side. It's pretty self-explanatory, just pull it out and put the new bushing in. That's got the bracket all done. Now we have to get the cable end bushings in, which apparently is less fun. Oh hey, check out what I just found in down in here. Looks like you know, remnants of some bushings. All right, so I got this bushing in there, and that should help a lot with the issue, because I'd been having forward and backwards like play issues, like slop, and yeah, that should really help. So it took a little finagling, but those bushings are in, and the little tiny spring pin is back in the shifter mechanism. So now I can put back in this piece, and yeah, we can see how this shifts. All right, so far this is back together. And already this feels a lot better. There's still play front to back, and it sounds like it's coming from under the hood. That's the cable you're looking at. And I discovered mine wasn't even tightened down all the way. All right, so it took a little bit, but it's the rubber bushing out, and then these, I forget what they're made out of. HDPE, whatever that stands for. These are going down in there. So yeah, so you can see in there, bushing's in, it's two-piece bushing, so it's stupid easy. You just bushing, done. And yeah, we'll throw this bolt in and actually tighten it and see how that goes. All right, so we're all back together, and yeah, that's a massive improvement. It used to just be like click, 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 all the time, but now like there's only this much play before the, you know, cable starts to get interacted with. So now, like, yeah, damn, it actually, like, I just can't get over how much better this feels. Huh. Well, there you go. Rebuilding an O2A shifter instead of, you know, getting just an O2J setup. All right, it's kind of pointless because it's gonna rain, but something's gotta be done about all that gross. So, yeah, we're at the car wash. That is much better. Nice and clean and shiny. Hey, also, I got new tabs. Passed emissions, and yeah, now we're fully road legal. So that's how you replace the shifter bushings for the O2A. Honestly, not that hard to do. I was expecting to have to fight it a lot more, mainly probably because the only times I've ever rebuilt shifters has been on Rangers, and those tend to kind of fight you, at least to get those two like set pins or whatever you want to call them out. But yeah, really not hard. I can see why people do the O2J shifter swap on these cars, just because even like completely rebuilt, this is, you know, it's still not as nice feeling as an O2J, but for only 60 bucks, and I don't have to drop the box, and I don't have to get under the car, you know, can't really go wrong. Anyway, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want this video, but a lot clearer to the point and better filmed, go check out Jim from Dieselgeek's video on how to do this. Fantastic video. That's all I use to figure out how to do this myself. So thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.